going to be Luke to throw first for the ball.
This is not going to be best of 9 sets, double start, double finish. It's now best of 13 leg play, match play, if you will, to make the final of Players' Championship 26. This is a heavyweight contest, and on the other board with Mark Wilson, you've got Richie Edhouse against Ryan Joyce. So, Dan Dawson,
140.
You saw the Grand Prix final. You've seen these guys play each other 3 times this year, and they all have something in common.
They do. Luke Humphries has won them all. And bearing in mind that up until that point, Gerwyn Price had won 7, only lost 1 and drawn 1. He is shaken free from the Iceman's grasp over this year. But then again, he is also shaken free from everybody's grasp at times. You cannot lay a finger on Cool Hand at times this year.
There's another thing that happened in that World Grand Prix final as well. Luke Humphries overtook Gerwyn Price in the world rankings. So Price is number 5 in the world at the minute. That won't sit very well with him, 96. Considering what he was telling you about trying to get back to world number 1.
Yeah, well, that's where he wants to be. Ooh, a miss of a big number from Luke Humphries. Weren't expecting that.
34.
And again. Well, curious. Won't be punished.
It'll be forgotten if he finds
95.
15 and double 16. Doesn't miss this number. That double 8 was so valuable in that game with Gary Anderson in the quarterfinals. A game which he really did command respect.
180.
Gary started fabulously, but Humphries withstood it and then pressed forward. Gary didn't make many mistakes 97. In that match. Humphries was just fabulous, averaging almost 106.
Well, this is pretty fabulous from Gerwyn Price.
140.
But it's only 5 perfect darts. We won't see 9 darts. And not seeing 1 today. Saw 2 yesterday.
There's time yet.
134.
There is, particularly with these 2. Luke Humphries hadn't hit 9 darters before this year. He's firing them in left, right and centre nowadays.
127.
Just goes to show when you get the first one, you can unlock many. So that was the problem with my game. I never got the first one.
81.
14 for tops for an 11 dart response from the Iceman. Yeah, really, really good. Now, Gerwyn Price was in trouble against Chris Dobey. 3-1 down and had to survive darts for 4-1. He was given a let-off there. But
57.
Having been given that let-off, he then started powering through that game. He won the last 5 legs in a row, and there's been a lot of that from Price today. Landman dismissed 6-1. Van der Behaarde dismissed 6-1. 6-0 against Ross Montgomery. He is just overpowered player after player after player. And even when he's been put in trouble by Dobey, he then still managed to turn up the heat and the pressure and turn that game around.
In fact, the only time today that Price has been under any sort of pressure, apart from that previous game with Dobey, was against Graham Usher in round 1. He was 3-2 down and 4-4, and he did win the last 2 legs in 13 and 15. And I think 58. This is becoming a bit of a pattern with these elite players. When they're put in these positions, they can put their foot down and do remarkable 99. Things. And Price has done that today, averaging 107 for the last 2 legs against Graham.
100.
Well, Luke Humphries was under pressure in the Grand Prix final because he lost the opening set. He got annihilated in the opening set. But from then on, he was scintillating.
You and I saw the way he was playing earlier today.
96.
He looked uncomfortable, he didn't look settled, but he's played his way into form today, and Price might be playing his way into a lead.
107.
Oh my, you can't miss it by any finer a margin than that.
I must have felt good when it left his hand. It didn't find the mark. Double 15 for Humphries is superb. Just gobbled up that chance as if it was nothing, and Gerwyn Price has gone from being a millimetre away from leading this match 100. To trailing within seconds.
Now Luke had a really strange match to start his day against Tony Martinez. He was 3-0 up.
21.
But in leg 3, Tony went back-to-back 180s and lost the leg. Then he started the next leg with back-to-back 180s. The next thing you know, Humphries is winning easily by 6 legs to 2. But in the middle part of that game, Martinez
58.
did have him. But Humphries was able to shake him off.
Well, his numbers aren't mind-blowing today, Luke Humphries,
140.
unless you look at how many legs he's lost, because it isn't many. 6-2, 6-2, 6-1, 6-3, 6-2. He has not been in trouble.
98.
And he's not in trouble in this game.
100.
But he might need a maximum here. 140 minimum to pressurise Price's position. And there's that dart. How does that get through?
83.
It is astonishing. I think he's the best in the world at that particular skill. Price, 416s, leaves that double top he uses so often,
Game
and
shot.
he pins it for 104 checkout as if it's absolutely nothing. 4 legs in, it's all going with throw. Humphries is averaging 95, pretty much what he's been doing all day. Gerwyn Price
55.
is averaging 109.
When he hit that tops just now, it was in the same puncture wound as the last one.
140.
Same hole. He's that good.
At his best, and there have been times when we've seen him at his
60.
best. There was a 2-month spell earlier this year where he won back-to-back Euro tours and was terrorising everybody in the Premier League. He was the best player in the world by an absolute mile.
99.
That is when just tops is there at the end of his arm whenever he wants it, and if it isn't there, double 10 will be there.
Can I ask you a really
140.
direct question about Gerwyn Price?
Maybe.
Does he win another world title for you?
Absolutely.
92.
Even in London?
Absolutely.
Is it this year?
Maybe. I think this...
140.
Well, how would the seedings work out? Would there be... We don't know yet because things can change.
Things probably will change.
This could be the world final.
105.
Sign me up.
They've been the 2 highest average producers of the year in all tournaments. The 106 won't go for Humphries, and
58.
Gerwyn Price might be turning this in his favour. For the first breaker throw, that's a 5, so it's 20 for tops. Can he find his way past that?
45.
No, he can't.
That's the thing about going left and right. It just elongates the oche by maybe half to a full inch.
Game shot.
And that's in for a 3-2 lead. He is skirting the brilliance of Price here by just getting enough opportunities.
It's difficult to tell, but that might have been a filthy deflection because that dart outside was not that close, and I'm sure he caught a bit of it. That might be extraordinarily fortunate for Luke
180.
Humphries, but he's making the most of it here. It was one of the signs for Luke Humphries at the Grand Prix, one of the
85.
reasons he won it. He was so good on the doubles at the start and at the end. The amount of times he went for double 16, if he missed it first dart, the next one was a guide.
135.
5 perfect darts for Humphries, and he has gone from nearly being broken to threatening to break himself.
Now he's fast becoming one of the best double 16 shooters
100.
on the planet. And
Which
there
when-
probably isn't anybody at the minute who's better than him.
Well, when you add that to the fact that he is one of the heaviest scorers,
60.
it becomes an almost irresistible combination. He is down to a finish on the Price darts, but Price may leave a double. And does leave a
180.
double with another maximum. He's at 21 today.
Bullseye for 4-2.
101.
Can't take your eyes and ears off this. So good.
Game
So
shot.
is that. But if you think at any point that Luke Humphries has been given an easy draw today, how about the fact that his quarter-final and semi-final
180.
are against the other 2 people in the top 3 of the averages on the tour this year? Then there you go. There's your proof.
59.
He's been given an absolute stinker of a draw at the back end of this tournament. Whoever wins it is really going to earn it.
100.
And I haven't counted Matthew Dennant because I know what you're like, Dan.
Yeah, I'm not including Matthew Dennant in anything.
121.
Ruining the sanctity of the Dark Next averages list, just as Darrell Pilgrim did before him last year.
This is what he did against Gary Anderson.
180.
It was at this stage of the game where he started to stretch, and he went from an average of around 95 to 105 in a flash.
100.
Single 9 for double 16. to win this leg at a canter. It's only just there.
Game shot.
But that is plumb in the centre. 11 darter. Just when you think one player is exerting themselves and really sort of
100.
gaining control, the other one fires in something. Gerwyn Price has got to find something now.
100.
It was a great single 9 from Humphries, wasn't it? It was almost double 9. But I like the fact that he didn't
100.
let it upset his rhythm. He just got on with the job. He's not wasting mental broadband on only just hitting
100.
shots. If he hits it, he moves straight on, and that's one of his strengths now.
90.
That's unfortunate. And to be honest, it's tiny little things like that in this extraordinary high quality game.
96.
They're the sort of things that can be the difference.
171 coming in for a leave of tops.
137.
Not quite. Humphries has got to be pesky here by leaving 100 or better. And just hope that he gets a
130.
chance to widen that margin to 2.
1 dart at tops. Is it enough?
Game
It
shot.
is perfect.
Same hole again. 3 times he's hit that mark in the board. It's still there.
180.
This is magnificent. 180 number 4 for Humphries. They've all come in the last 4 legs. It's all going with throw. There have been little
140.
opportunities. There was a dart to break at in the 5th leg for Gerwyn Price. He couldn't take it. The very
24.
next leg, it was a dart at bullseye missed by Humphries to break.
I recently heard Wayne Mardle, when he was at the World Grand Prix, saying that Robert Thornton is the best doubles hitter he's ever
81.
seen, which I think is a tremendous compliment and very accurate, I might add. But when Gerwyn Price
60.
is firing on tops and 10s, I have to say I've never seen anybody as good at those targets as him. Especially, remember that semi-final he had
134.
with Stephen Bunting before he won the tournament at Ali Pali?
Yeah, I think that tournament he had one game where he hit tops about 11 times in a row, and he had another game where he hit double
140.
10 about 9-10 times in a row. It was ridiculous. Humphries leaves 97. Price is
96.
down to 50. Another huge moment in this game.
He gets the double 19 for tops,
77.
and he can't find the mark that Price is about to leave.
That same mark? No, but double 10.
Game shot.
Rescues him. And Gerwyn Price goes into the lead for the first time in this contest. It is first to 7, remember, in the semi-finals. The job is not done yet. He needs 2 more legs.
This is not a game for 50, 60, 70,000 pounds,
180.
but it's got the feel of it.
Imagine this best of 13 sets at Ali Pali on January 3rd.
I'd need a day off on
86.
January 4th if I was watching a game like this for 13 sets.
140.
Just by the way, if this was set format, it'd currently be 1-1, start of the 3rd set.
45.
So what you're saying is if it's a world final, it wouldn't take long, even if it was 13 sets.
Oh, look at this.
120.
Another leg where he leaves 54 after just 9 darts.
He was saying this is what he did against Dolby. He was
45.
powering when he got the lead.
Game
Straight
shot.
in the double top once again. 11 darter for Gerwyn Price. It's taken something like this to stop Luke Humphries today. Price's average is at 107.
Might even get better.
95.
It's frightening when it's like this.
125.
And he could be the first person here this year to get to 4 Players' Championship wins. There are currently 3 players on 3. Humphries is desperate to get to
96.
3 to tie Price, but he's going to have to win the last 3 legs of this contest to stand a chance.
Well, Price did go back-to-back in Hildesheim back in
83.
August, and by his own admission, didn't think he played that well.
Compared to this, he didn't.
Well, quite right.
100.
Averaging close to a ton for the day.
59.
That's what you got to do these days. It wasn't always so. And he did see Ricardo
140.
Pietreczko winning a tournament at the weekend, averaging 92 in the final, but perfect on the doubles. Price can win a tournament a few
64.
different ways.
He could win this with a 170 if he's allowed to go at it. Because it'll only be one dart. Double 16 for Humphries.
38.
And that's not enough. Now, he was perhaps fortunate to leave this. He's not going to take it.
100.
Humphries needs 3 in a row. But first,
Game
he
shot.
needed that. And he's looking to do to Price what Chisnell did to him in Budapest. Remember when Luke hit a 9-darter and everything was rosy?
134.
Next thing you know, Chisnell wins 3 straight legs and wins the title.
Well, this is the key leg.
100.
Price holds, he wins, he's in the final, he's favourite to take the title. If he's broken, Humphries will throw to take that spot.
46.
And that might be a little opening. There's not been much of that in this game.
$99.
I'm surprised he went downstairs there. Stay up top at worst. You would feel he's going to leave 301. Stay straight 140, 180 to leave a finish. 302 is a bit trickier.
Certainly. Evidence there. Oh
29.
no. It is only 29 and Gerwyn Price. His eyes will have lit up there.
Especially now.
105.
It's a lovely layup. Takes the ball out of play. And he'll be wanting to finish this game with another double top.
134.
Can he find his way through to the 57? No, he can't. But Luke Humphries on 139. He is a sensational player.
56.
One of the world's best. Right up there with the very best in the world right now. But this is an awfully tricky shot. It's on.
Tops. Oh my word. There are no words to describe just how good that is. That is seismic. And Price is shaken.
That is sensational. Luke Humphries takes the 139 to break with Price ready to win the match.
Mr. 138 has just gone to Mr. 139.
180.
He has, but Price isn't done. This is brilliant. Iron
81.
ring stuff from Luke Humphries.
$96.
How did he do that?
There might be another massive checkout in this game, and it would be to win it.
Well, let's face it, they've both got very cold
100.
connotation nicknames. That was ice cold. It was ice shattering, potentially, but
190.
Iceman is not finished yet.
A fifth 180. He's left 45 after 9. Gerwyn Price has just taken one of the biggest punches you're likely to see in this tournament, and he has got back up and hit
100.
even harder. He has been so deadly on tops all match. He has matched darts. And he hits it again. That is a stunning game of darts. And Gerwyn Price, the world number 5, beats the world number 4. It looked like Luke Humphries might have landed the killer blow with that incredible 139 finish to set up the last leg decider where he did have the darts. But Gerwyn Price was having none of it. Look at the stats. Look at the numbers. Look at the finishes. Look at everything. Gerwyn Price in the final. Sensational stuff in Barnsley.